Hey everybody, what is up? Sean Hatzel here with Get Lean After 40, and inside this video I want to share 4 unusual and somewhat odd tips and tricks I am using to boost my hormones and to burn more belly fat while I'm getting ready for my June 21st photo shoot. So people have been asking how I'm doing this. This is a picture I posted yesterday. It was my 4-week progress picture after I fell off track, and posted it on social media, kind of being transparent about how even as a fitness professionals, we fall off track. So I set a photo shoot deadline, put down a deposit, and here I am 4 weeks later. And inside this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you some additional tips and tricks on top of just regular diet and exercise stuff that I am using. So the first tip is when I wake up in the morning or during my fasted window, I'll take 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar, and I'll take a fresh squeezed lemon juice, and I'll take some of this Himalayan high quality rock salt, and I'll mix that together in just about 4 to 6 ounces of water, and I'll stir it up and I'll drink it down. I just make sure to rinse afterwards because the ACV can damage the enamel on your teeth. But this has an amazing effect, especially in a fasted state, because the apple cider vinegar has tons of scientific evidence behind showing the efficacy of it to balance blood sugar, to help with your digestive health, to fight cancer cells. People who consume apple cider vinegar on a regular basis also burn more belly fat, and it's also very antibacterial. So it's amazing for you. Now, the lemon juice adds to this effect by detoxifying the liver and having a blood sugar stabilizing effect. So it's a great 1-2 punch. And then I add the rock salt in there because your body can become depleted of sodium if you use intermittent fasting protocols when you're not eating. So it also wakes up your adrenal glands when you wake up in the morning. So it's very healthy for your adrenal glands. And of course, I love my caffeine, so my adrenal fatigue is probably pretty high. Number 2 is fasted high intensity exercise bursts. And I'm just doing this 2 days of the week where I'll fast for 16 hours and I'll break that fast with a high intensity metabolic bursting routine of 12 to 20 minutes. So I keep it in short in duration, and I use short, hard burst of body weight movements or short, hard burst of cardio movements where I'm sprinting as fast as I can or going as hard as I can for 20 to 40 seconds, and then I'm recovering in between, and I'm repeating that 5 to 10 times. Now, when you're fasted for 16 hours, your body's sympathetic nervous system is kicked up really high, so you're releasing more adrenaline and growth hormone during your fasted window. So when you go into this fasted workout, if you can tolerate fasted training, now you get an extra punch because these high intensity exercise bursts are going to help enhance that process. They're going to coax the pituitary to release more growth hormone. It's also going to coax the adrenal glands to releasing more fat burning hormones. So it's a very powerful effect. And when I'm done, I actually try to ride the fat burning wave afterwards unless I'm starving, and I'm typically not. So I'll just ride the fat burning wave for about an hour and then break my fast with a high quality meal. Very powerful. Just make sure, again, short in duration, no more than 12 to 20 minutes. And research also shows that fasted high intensity exercise bursts can help optimize leptin sensitivity. They did a study where a group of cyclists who were doing high intensity exercise burst on a cycle drank a carb drink beforehand, and the other group did it fasted. And the fasted group reset their leptin levels, and the glucose group did not. The next one is, I did this morning. My wife thought I was crazy. It's a little cold here in Michigan still because it's May, but rotating between heat exposure and cold exposure and alternating back and forth. Or what I like to do is I spend about 25 to 30 minutes in my dry sauna downstairs. Then I immediately, today I went and dove in the pool because the pool is still really cold. But typically I'll go upstairs and just take a cold shower. Now research shows that by doing this heat and cold exposure, that you activate more mitochondria. This is the powerhouse of the fat cell that helps you burn more fat. And this also activates BAT, brown adipose tissue, just another form of stubborn fat that it can help you burn. Number 4 is strategic high carb meals. So during the week, I'm manipulating carbs and keeping them very low to burn more fat. I'm just keeping an eye on them. Sometimes I'll consume about 100 grams during the week, which is very low for me considering I train with weights 3 times a week and I have a lot of muscle mass. But on the weekends, I'll go ahead and have 2 high carb days right in a row, healthy foods. I won't use cheap food yet until I know I need to. And what happens on those days is that will help reset your leptin sensitivity and your thyroid hormones. You just want to make sure that these are glucose based. So these are starches like potatoes and rice. These are the type of dishes that are going to help you produce more thyroid stimulating hormone, because glucose is a building block of TSH. So there you have it. 4 tips and tricks, and the last one is a bonus one, and that is to keep a victory picture in your line of sight every day. So find an old picture of yourself, right? And keep it in front of you so you know where you want to go. So for example, I want to show you right here, what I did is I did this reverse before and after, right? This is what I originally posted 4 weeks ago. So I keep my eye on that prize. That is where I am going. And if I look at that every day, I don't let the scale fool me. I didn't even lose 1 pound last week, and I don't let it bother me because I'm using my pictures and I'm using my victory photo because I know where I'm going. Now, the last thing to help optimize your hormones that I want to recommend is my brand new product. It's called the Over 40 Thyroid Detox Formula. Now, I am a firm believer that the thyroid is the master gland of the metabolism because it regulates your body weight and it controls the speed of your metabolism, which helps regulate all other hormones. So I formulated this product with a private lab. They use GMP practices, so you know everything on the label is in the bottle. And this has over a dozen efficacious ingredients that have been proven to help increase the optimization of T4 into T3. So by converting T4 into T3, you have active thyroid hormones that your body can receive. And this is something that declines rapidly after 40 years old. And my wife was having this issue, and that's exactly why I created this formula. So you can learn more about it by clicking or tapping the link around this video. If you got something out of this, do me a favor, hit the like button. I gave you a drink of water with a fire hose. So make sure you share this. That way you can go back to your feed and watch this anytime you want. If you got questions, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and God bless.